Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer, upgrading from a high refresh rate ultra-wide monitor, found this monitor to be a significant improvement, exceeding initial expectations. While the initial wow factor of the expansive screen real estate quickly fades, a more critical assessment reveals both strengths and weaknesses. The refresh rate increase is substantial, offering a noticeable improvement in smoothness compared to lower refresh rate displays. The response time is particularly impressive, especially in fast-paced games, resulting in a noticeable snappiness rarely seen in IPS panels. The reviewer notes that using the fast response time setting is crucial to avoid artifacts. Backlight bleed was minimal, a significant improvement over their previous monitor, potentially due to the panel's technology. The monitor's lighter weight also proved advantageous for mounting. However, potential buyers should be aware of some limitations. The HDR capabilities are underwhelming, and color accuracy isn't ideal for professional editing work. The aggressive curve, while beneficial for gaming, might be perceived as excessive for still image viewing, potentially causing distortion. The reviewer also cautions potential buyers about LG's warranty service, suggesting it might not be as reliable as some competitors. Furthermore, achieving the monitor's full 144Hz refresh rate requires a powerful PC. Purchasing a high-end monitor before upgrading the system's capabilities is strongly discouraged. Finally, the reviewer acknowledges that game optimization varies greatly, and even high-end systems may struggle to maintain peak performance in poorly optimized titles. Ultimately, whether this monitor is worth the money depends on individual needs and priorities, though the reviewer considers it the best 34-inch ultra-wide gaming monitor at the time of the review.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer approached the purchase of this monitor with some apprehension, as online reviews were scarce at the time of purchase. The fear of receiving a faulty panel, a common concern with high-end displays, was heightened by the monitor's newness. However, the packaging and shipping process from the retailer proved reassuring. The monitor arrived well protected within a double-boxed shipment with ample cushioning. Upon unpacking, the setup was straightforward, and a thorough initial inspection revealed no dead pixels or significant backlight bleed, only minimal IPS glow, a characteristic of the technology. This exceeded the reviewer's expectations and left a positive first impression of the manufacturer's quality control. The reviewer appreciated the modular design, citing the external power brick as a benefit rather than a drawback. While the included cables were short, this was easily remedied with a longer DisplayPort cable. The monitor's HDR 400 capabilities, though not as advanced as HDR 1000, were deemed satisfactory for the price point. The 144Hz refresh rate, with an overclock option, and the smooth G-Sync compatibility, tested with a high-end graphics card, performed flawlessly within the advertised range. Despite concerns about the response time, the reviewer, a dedicated gamer, found the panel exceptionally responsive, surpassing their expectations for an IPS panel. The 10-bit color depth was also a welcome feature. Overall, the reviewer considers this monitor an excellent value, particularly for those new to ultra-wide displays. While other ultra-wide monitors may offer higher HDR standards, they often come with compromises like excessive heat or noisy fans. This monitor provides a compelling balance of features and performance without such drawbacks. The reviewer highly recommends purchasing the monitor from a retailer with a generous return policy to mitigate the risk of receiving a defective unit.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer recently upgraded from an older ultra-wide monitor to this new model, and the difference is dramatic. The jump from 1080p to 1440p resolution is immediately apparent, offering significantly improved color accuracy and a much smoother, more responsive image. The curved screen enhances the immersive gaming experience, a considerable improvement over the previous, flatter screen. The addition of HDR, although only HDR 400, provides a noticeable enhancement in several games. While the effect is subtle in some titles, games like Doom Eternal showcase a considerable visual upgrade with the HDR function enabled. Even in games without HDR support, the richer, 10-bit colored palette results in a markedly improved visual fidelity. The reviewer tested several games across different genres, including fast-paced shooters and racing games, consistently noting a substantial improvement in image quality compared to their previous setup. The higher resolution and better color representation significantly elevated the overall gaming experience, even without fully leveraging the HDR capabilities in every game. Beyond the visual improvements, the response time of this monitor is exceptionally smooth. While not quite achieving the advertised speed, it's a vast improvement over the reviewer's previous monitor, which suffered from noticeable ghosting and double image issues during fast-paced movements. This new model offers a consistently fluid and responsive gaming experience, even at lower frame rates. The reviewer also successfully overclocked the monitor to 160 Hz, though this required sacrificing 10-bit color for maximum refresh rate. Ultimately, the reviewer opted for the richer color palette, finding the difference more impactful than the slight increase in refresh rate. The build quality is exceptional, with no dead pixels or backlight bleed reported. In conclusion, the reviewer is extremely pleased with this monitor. While higher-end HDR options exist, this model provides an excellent balance of features, performance, and cost. The improvements in resolution, color accuracy, response time, and the added benefit of HDR, albeit at a lower certification level, make this a significant upgrade for any gamer transitioning from a 1080p setup. The quality of the IPS panel and the lack of any manufacturing defects further solidify the reviewer's overwhelmingly positive assessment. They wholeheartedly recommend this monitor to potential buyers.